now that we're past the college football.
So something I didn't write down, kind of tangentially related to what we're going to get into in a minute, but 2025, there was a report that AEW is going to be running a show possibly in Dallas, Texas, or wherever the fuck Arlington is, where at Jerry World, and
Yeah, it's in Arlington, but like it's Metro Dallas. It counts as Metro Dallas. Like it's I think Metro area for Dallas is called Dallas Fort Worth.
Yeah, so like through the grapevine, I've heard that it's going to be All In. So All In coming to America. I don't know if y'all want to. Don't aggregate this. I was talking with a friend, so and not a friend that you don't source guess on this. So I think with that, that's obviously one of the hottest crowds that AEW has is historically in Texas.
Yep. Absolutely.
And they
should have long had a pay-per-view.
They have deserved a pay-per-view for a long time. If it is true and it is All In next year, I'll be there for sure. Like I will fly in for that. Absolutely. And that'll be fun. I think we're gonna see, a lot of the, they didn't sell 100,000 tickets. This is a failure. But I think you bring All In here, bring it to Dallas. The history of this promotion kind of says run shows that people don't think you can, and then sell your tickets and then get it popping. So with that, what do you make of like All In potentially coming to America?
I think that it is long overdue. I've said they should have ran the stadium, pretty much since 2000, since before the pandemic. Like it seemed like that's where they were headed. That they've had the interest to run shows like when I think it was it Revolution 2020 when they had that huge. No, I'm sorry. It was what year was it when they had like the waiting list was so long and ridiculous that like they could have ran Soldier Field.
That was All Out 2020.
Yeah.
Or excuse me, All Out 2019. Sorry.
Okay, so there you go. They could have then they've held off on it. That's probably for the best now that they have Wembley. They did that. They have another Wembley show. Now it's time to bring it to your domestic audience to where they don't have to get on and spend $1,500, $2,000 for a flight to go. They can just take their ass to Texas. Now they be careful with their suitcases, but more specifically to Dallas, if it is in fact Jerry World, I know a few people are going to start asking the question: wouldn't WWE try to block that, seeing that they've had 2 WrestleManias there before and that sort of thing? And my response to you is, y'all don't understand, and this is one of my favorite things that I like to talk about when it comes to the new Cowboy Stadium ever since it was made with Jerry Jones.
Explain why it's called Jerry World too.
It's called Jerry World because it's one of the few NFL stadiums that have been made in the last 20 years that actually has like a lot of there's a lot of private money. Like the owner actually put up a lot of their own bread for the percentage or for the lion's share of. Or not lion's share, but like a significant percentage of the stadium. So the joke was always like you would see the Pacquiao fights were there for a while, and then you would see like the high school football, the high school state games were there, and then like the rodeo would go there. And you'd be like, man, Jerry's put so much money in this damn thing. I always made the joke like, man, Jerry will put a damn someone's kinks in that damn thing if it came down to it. There will fuel for birthday party thing too. He put money in there. He need to recoup. He is still in that situation. I don't give a damn how much money he's made as an NFL owner. Owning the most lucrative franchise in North American pro sports, he's still trying to get back the money he's put into that damn thing. So that whole we'll block you or whatever else, Jerry don't give a good goddamn.
Also, Jerry has a relationship with the Khan family, I'd imagine, through the NFL.
Look, remember what was it? 2010 NBA All-Star game was there, or the 11 All-Star game?
2010.
Yeah, they will put any damn thing in there. Have they had a Final Four there before?
I'm pretty sure they have. I know they played big college games there.
Yes,
for sure.
Absolutely they have. So yeah, like they put anything in there. So yeah, so that whole idea that like this ain't like MSG. They are not that kind of beholden to WWE in that way.
Yeah.
If WWE wants to run in Texas again, I guess they'll have to take it to NRG. I think it's called NRG in Houston then, if they want to play that kind of game. But I doubt they will. because the 2 times they've gone there, people have really enjoyed that area.
Yeah,
being host of WrestleMania. So we'll see.
a lot of people calling it y'all in. Which is pretty funny.
That's great.
You know, I might have to show up with a cowboy hat on to the event if I go there.
Oh, you best believe.
I'm getting
you best
suited.
Believe. What they call them, host Stetsons, or is that
Not
a color,
sure.
or is that the type? Look,
I got a hat in there. Y'all know I got a hat.
I ain't got a hat. All I know is I might have to hit you up to hit up your own air parody of Keith David or Brian David or sorry Brian
Keith
and say, hey, Brian Keith, I'm fucking it all up, and say, hey, your joint, I need one of them. If I can't find the black, basically like the Jim Ross joint, the black joint like that, then I want that one.
That's
it's
funny.
One of the two.
I definitely want one of them white joints or whatever. I think what's his name? Brad Paisley, I think. Nigga comes out there, it's like his signature look. Nigga wears a white cowboy hat.
Yeah.
I might have a name wrong, but if I do, y'all know I'm showing up in a cowboy hat to All In.
Yeah. Get off
Absolutely.
You already know.
Absolutely. Look, I'm getting some Wrangler jeans. I might get some boots. You know?
Yes, black boots, tucking them inside of the jeans.
Look, and I'm showing up with a poncho as well. So get ready.
I will stop short of the poncho, but like I will get the Wranglers. Those you can go to Walmart to get them hoes.
Yeah,
I will get the Wranglers.
I'll get a big ass belt buckle. That I'll look like I'm wearing the championship my goddamn self.
No, better yet, if AEW goes all in, they should sell All In or AEW belt buckles. Them shows as souvenirs. Them hoes will sell. Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Make them hoes light up too. Like,
all right, you took it. What's that too far?
Yes, silk ponchos. Yes. Yeah. I'm showing up like a goddamn fool to that show. So, yeah. Now, I think as far as like where that comes into play, like I don't know if we fantasy book this, if this is our responsibility, like Will Ospreay not winning that bitch in Wembley next year, then if that's the case, look, sorry brother, those be the breaks, like
hey, we thought that still sits on top. Either way, it will still be at most likely the biggest show of the year AEW puts on next year.
Right.
Now, obviously, I think it would have been a bigger deal had it been there, but I guess that wasn't the plan. But he's still set to get his title win next year, and it's going to be one of the best things of the year in wrestling next year. So it takes it a notch down for it not being in England, but it'll still be great nonetheless.
Yeah.
And also, circumstance. A third time, obviously the crowd's not going to travel nearly as much as our first domestic big show. So you can look when we talk about, for example,
sure they might have a chance to outdo it.
You talked about, that's what I'm saying. Like you talked about the Swerve pay-per-view against pay-per-view main event against Ospreay and say like that gets to go into his career, main event status, that he sold this many tickets to this building, main eventing, whatever else. Same for Ospreay. Like, I understand he probably rather have it in his hometown, but if they sell 10,000 more tickets, 15,000 more tickets, I think he'd be okay with that being in his all-time career record history books. And like, he main evented the biggest drawing show in AEW history, potentially. So,